Peace and prosperity to everyone. I'm going to go ahead and attach my light, and we're going to start with a commercial. Before I even get into today's content, I want to talk first of all about the sponsor of today's episode, specifically this D3K2, which this is like this got to be one of the most important things. Hey Ashley, hey no, this has got to be easily one of the most important supplements that you could possibly buy for the winter. Um, and I'm not just saying this as a content creator who works with micro ingredients. You know, anybody who's into supplements already knows micro ingredients. They've sold millions and millions of products. Literally, this product here has sold 535,000, as you can see right there. Right. I'm not about to talk about that. I can brag about the company all day. I can brag about, how amazing the company is all day long. Hey, Coco. Hey, Drea. But the reason why this is so important is because winter is coming. Hey, Rich. Hey, Steve. Winter is coming. And as winter is coming, we are going to have less sunlight. It's just a natural part of how things go, especially if you're in the Midwest or up north like I am. I'm in Michigan, right? So that means, like right now, we got some sunshine, thankfully, some beautiful sunshine, to be honest. But it's going to go away. And matter of fact, the sunshine will be gone in just a few hours. In a few hours, it'll be dark outside like it's 10 o'clock at night because that's what happens at this time of the year. And it starts to get darker and darker and darker, which means we're getting less sunlight. We're spending all our time inside of these concrete buildings, inside of our vehicles. You see me standing outside in front of my truck right now, and I spend a lot of time inside of my truck. But we all spend a lot of time in concrete buildings. We all spend a lot of time out of the sun. This is how we balance ourselves out is by having this product. Hey Charlie, I see you. Peace and prosperity to you. This is how we balance ourselves out by putting vitamin D in our body constantly. Ellie, by putting vitamin D in our body constantly, it allows us to balance out that missing sunlight. It allows us to balance out that missing sunlight. The sun is going to go down. The winter is here. The winter is going to be a dark, dark, crazy winter. We're not going to be out to get that sun like we're supposed to. We have to do something to balance that out. So that's why I'm talking about this product. Yes, it sold 535,000 of these from Micro Ingredients. Micro Ingredients is selling crazy because it's amazing products that they are offering, and they're all natural supplements, right? But again, it's not about micro ingredients right now. This is about you making sure that you have vitamin D in your body. We all need vitamin D in our body. And you can look around, do the research, look at the statistics, look at your own body and how you are responding to things, and you can tell that you're low in vitamin D. All right. Everything is processing a little bit slower. This is how you upgrade yourself. And it happens to all of us. I see you, Dave. Peace and prosperity to you. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Louise. Peace and prosperity, y'all. This is how you upgrade yourself. And so I want to start off today by talking about that first. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Just want to get into that real quick. And now that we got that commercial out the way, we're going to go ahead and talk about what inspired me to even come online today in the first place, which is to talk about healing as always. I'm always about healing. I'm always about improving upon ourselves, improving upon our lives. I'm always trying to find ways to commute this positive energy that we transmit. Hey, Juliet, I see you. Everyone, thank you so much for tapping the screen. Everyone, thank you so much for coming in. I'm always trying to find ways to transfer this positive energy that I download on a regular basis to be able to help all of us. That's my goal. I want us to all ground. I want us all to be at peace, right? Peace and prosperity is what I always say. Thank you all so much for the gifts. I appreciate y'all. The reason why peace is so important is because it doesn't matter if you're upset, it doesn't matter if you're sad, it doesn't matter if you're happy. You can be at peace no matter what emotion you're going through by doing things that promote peace, by doing things that keep you calm, by allowing your mind to stay in a steady. Hey, cool books, peace and prosperity to you. So my goal is to always promote peace and prosperity over anything and everything else. And today I experienced and watched an amazing download, an amazing segment of watching someone go through a heal process. Hey, Princess, peace and prosperity to you. I watched a good friend of mine remind me of the healing process. And I was so amazingly proud of them that I had to talk about this situation today. And I had to talk about it because it's something that we all go through, as we all have all these different networking and different things that we experience, right? We all have moments where we can be triggered by something, a situation, a circumstance, and have no idea why. Have no idea why that one person gets on your nerves at work and they ain't never necessarily did anything directly to you. And actually, I'm going to pause because the wonderful, you're not on camera, but I appreciate you. Um, I figured I'd take up some time while I was waiting for you. I locked myself out my truck, everyone, and this amazing officer has come to assist me. Well, the window's cracked, right? So you see it? So if all I gotta do is get in there enough to reach for the door, and then the door will pop right open. Yep, yep. And I would have just try to figure it out myself. But I didn't want to look too crazy out here. Exactly. I appreciate you. Yeah, they don't work that way. No, I know. I know. Peace and prosperity, everyone. We got a little pause right now. The wonderful Novi area police is here to help me out. Shout out to them. I appreciate y'all. And we're gonna get myself back in my truck without having to pay an exorbitant amount of money because lockouts on the truck are super duper expensive. I'm talking about super duper expensive. Realistically, in my industry, everybody knows and recognizes that we make a decent amount of money, and so what happens is any services done to the truck, people charge a little bit extra. Today's the 16th. Thank you. I got you. So realistically, what some people would pay as like a, you know, 50, $75 fee for a lockout, for me as like a, you know, 50, $75 fee for a lockout, for me, we busy today. Um, yep. Sorry, hold on one second, y'all. Did you want me? Well, I was gonna try to see if I could help in any way, but and if yeah, if I know, I know, bro, I know. And if, like I said, the door is gonna be the easiest thing to probably grab instead of the button. All right, sorry about that, everyone. Let me switch this back over. So realistically, like I said, a lockout for most people can anywhere, you know, $50 to $75, $100 at the most, right? A lockout for me and for the semi truck, 200, 250, 300 in some crazy cases. And I mean, I've seen it that much in some crazy cases because, again, they know and recognize that they can charge us almost anything they want because, well, they can charge us anything they want because we got to be able to, to keep rolling, keep moving. That's how we make money is being able to keep moving. Um, Having a brain fart. One second, y'all. Well, hope everybody else is having a wonderful day. I appreciate y'all tapping the screen. Thank you so much. Once we are back in the truck and I make sure I'm not able to do anything to help this officer to help me, then nope, he's already in. You a boss. Bro, I appreciate you. Shit. Right? Teamwork make the dream work. Mm-mm. Did you want me to? I'll be done in 1 second, y'all.
No, I'll go grab the plate real quick, and we should be
Okay.
all set. Yep. What city is Mansfield in?
Detroit. Yep. 48227 if you need it.
And your date of birth?
5
Yep.
14 84.
Perfect. All right, sir.
What's your
Thank you
name?
guys again. Steve.
Thank you,
Pleasure.
Steve.
Oh yeah.
Great job. I
See
appreciate you.
ya.
Thank you so much. All right, I'm back, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Oh man, I was moving way too fast today. This is another part of the message I just absolutely had to talk about. Like I was moving way too fast, trying to do 20 different things at one time. Hey, Gabriel. Hey, Lexi. I see you. Peace and prosperity to you, Lexi. And this was my way of being reminded to slow down. The plates in the front. Yep. Hey, Gabriel. Thank you so much for being here. Day, I see you tapping the screen. Everybody, I see you tapping the screen. Shorten that. Okay. Oh, Gabrielle. You too. I appreciate you. Thank you again. Gabriel or Gabriel. No, 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 not. If you say shorten the A, then Gabrielle, right? Yeah. My brother Mystic, good to see you. Peace and prosperity to you. I'm just gonna grab my keys because usually I have my lanolin on, which I carry my crystals and my keys on me, but it's all good. I would grab it, but I got my keys right here now, so we're gonna continue our story. But again, shout out to the boys who came and actually did some productive, helpful work. That was very, very helpful. Because otherwise, like I said, I would have paid easily to get a lockout into my truck. The last time I did it, I paid $250 to get into my truck. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I paid $250 last time to get locked out of my truck. I, I didn't feel like doing that. I did not feel like doing that. My parents love my daydream. Good for you, Mia. I appreciate you being here. Peace and prosperity to you. Good for you. Um, but no, I didn't feel like paying $250. So I went ahead and just, let the boys come out and help me because I'm in one of them areas where if I had been trying to break myself in, it would have looked suspect anyway. Hey, Phoenix, peace and prosperity to you. I'm in one of them areas, um, where it would have looked real suspect me trying to break back into my truck. It would look real suspect. So, rather a Karen call the police on me, I'd rather just do it myself. And it worked because my window was cracked on my passenger side, and it was easy to just reach in there with the right tool to just pull the door open. Hey, Jimmy. Shout out to you, Jimmy B. Peace and prosperity to you, brother. Thanks so much for coming in. It's always so good to see you. Phoenix, thank you for the gift. I appreciate you. Um, but yeah, so and the topic is not about me being locked out, even though slowing down, taking our time and not rushing. Love and light back to you, brother. It's so good to see you. It is part of the message today. And part of it moving forward as well, because although I have not been locking myself, I'm a I should say hi to her real quick. We not about to battle. I just want to say hi to my friend real quick. Oh no, she declined it. She passed on the request. I was gonna accept your request, Amare, but yep, it's all good. Phoenix, I appreciate you. Thank you everyone for the gifts. Thank you everyone for the taps. But yeah, what I was saying is that I was locked out the truck instead of paying $250 to try to get back into the truck because they always overtax us truck drivers for doing that. Um, I just went ahead and called the police, let them come out. I ain't really one for calling for help for anything. I hate calling for help for anything. But again, there was just a smart move to make. And that's probably also another part of the message is recognizing um, how to course correct, right? Because my original mission, my original situation has now shifted. I have to be able to move in flux and fluid with whatever has happened. When we get in a situation that's not as planned, all we're going to do is make it worse to try to fight against it. All we'll do is make things worse to try to fight against it. Sometimes you got to move with that flow of things to get to a better result, to get to whatever resolution that God is trying to move you to or push you toward, for you to be able to see whatever God has in store for you. Hey, Tiffany, I see you. Peace and prosperity to you. My brother Mystic, good to see you, man. I appreciate you as well. And realistically, like me and you talked about some things, and ironically enough, there's another mystical being here who mentioned some of the same things to me. Shout out to you, shout out to Phoenix. Um, but now I digress. Now I'm getting off topic of the actual topic. So let me get back on topic, which is we have to be able to course correct. We have to be able to course correct. And even before that, what initially led me to go online today in the first place was a friend of mine displayed an amazing display of healing technique today. And I wanted to share that with y'all to hopefully inspire others. Because again, we are going to have situations, we're going to have moments where we can be triggered by other people, networking, business networking, dating, friendships, family. Chef Ibra, peace and prosperity to you, Chef. Networking, friends, family, social media, that person that you interact with, and they ain't never did or said anything wrong, but it's just something about their energy that throws you off. It's something about the way they roll their R's, something about the way that they talk, the way that they move. It reminds you of something that has nothing to do with them. And then all of a sudden you say, oh no, I just don't like that person. Oh, I just don't trust that person. Oh, whenever they come around, I feel this or I feel that. So I'm course correcting now because this is not how I originally was going to talk about it. But I'm gonna talk about it this way. My beautiful friend, she was at work and she went through this progress where she recognized that the reason why she was having a problem associating with someone is because that person reminded her of her ex. And instead of attacking this person or saying, oh, it's something wrong with you, not something wrong with me, which unfortunately a lot of us do when we're not deep into our healing work. Unfortunately, a lot of us will do that sometimes when we don't understand what it is that's causing the problem. We just assume that the other person is the problem and it has nothing to do with us, right? Exactly. And I was so proud because what she did is, she immediately said to herself, okay, I don't know this person. This person has not done anything wrong to me and I am safe. So that means that whatever it is that irritates me about this person has nothing to do with them. It is something about me that this person reminds me of. Peace, God. So good to see you, Black Sanchez, God. Thank you so much for coming in. It is something about this person that reminds me of someone, something from my past or some other situation. And I'm being reminded about it right now so that I can deal with it in real time. And she put on a whole master class of healing in this moment. She put on a whole master class of healing in this moment. Because again, in real time, she took a step back, Assess the situation, recognize that it was not the person she was networking with that was causing the problem, but that it was that he reminded her of her ex, a ex that I'm not going to get into the conversation about because that part is not important at all. But this ex reminded her, or this new person, this person she's networking in with, that she has to network with, right? She has to work with this person, reminded her of the ex. She was able to slow down and say, you know what? This has nothing to do with this person. I will not allow myself to attack this person or feel attacked by this person when I'm not being attacked, all because of past traumas, all because of a person who's not even here, all because of a person that's not even in my life right now. And then she allowed herself to come down, recognize the situation, and said to herself, okay, realistically, I have to recognize that this person's going to probably irritate me just a little bit when they talk because they talk like this person, right? So she didn't attack herself or try to excuse it. It's like, okay, this person is going to get on my nerves a little bit because they are going to remind me of this person. That's beautiful though. That's what we all need to do. It's okay if somebody or something or a situation bothers you, but what's not okay is to attack that situation, that person, without recognizing why, without doing the work and the healing work to say to ourselves and understand what is actually happening. We can't just be dismissive and say, oh no, they're the problem. Oh no, that's the problem. I have nothing to do with it. I'm innocent. And although still innocent, right? Both parties still very much innocent. She allowed herself to recognize, like, okay, this is why, this is what's happening. Everything is going to be okay. I'm going to allow myself the grace to understand that I don't have to talk to this person outside this situation. I don't have to work with this person outside of this circumstance or outside of this project. I can allow myself to be just a little irritated when they come around, but be polite and professional to say, you know what? You remind me of this person, but it ain't got nothing to do with you. That's my life, my trauma, my situation. I'm okay. I'm safe. And so I'm going to move through it gracefully. Thank you for the gifts, everyone. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to move through it gracefully. And that's exactly what she did. And I was so inspired by this. I was so inspired and so proud of her that I had to come online and talk about it. And in the midst of doing that, me being excited for her, and I wanted to take the energy of her message. I wanted to take the energy of her accomplishment because it's a beautiful and wonderful accomplishment to recognize how far you've healed. Hey, neighborhood. Oh, excuse me. Hey, neighborhood low. Hey, David Kyles. Thank you all so much for coming in. It is a beautiful and wonderful thing to celebrate a moment of recognizing our healing. And because we're all doing the healing work, everybody here is. Good to see you, brother. I appreciate you. Because we're all doing the healing work, it is a good feeling for all of us to see someone else healing. We love the healing. We love it for ourselves. We love it for other people. Because how good is it to feel and recognize that somebody else is healing? So that's one less unhealed person out here. That's one less trigger happy person out here. That's where the real term trigger happy comes from. It's not about a quote unquote physical trigger, it's about mental triggers because we have to think about that action before we pull the trigger in the first place. And if we are trigger happy by our traumas and not even living in real life, not even living in real time, because we're so focused on what happened before or what we've been through, all we're going to do is keep shooting in the air, keep shooting at random people, people catching strays for something that ain't got for something that ain't got nothing to do with them. We ain't going to cuss because we do have our product out here tonight. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and hit the commercial real quick. Hey, Zariah, good to see you. Peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for coming in. I am so thankful to have everyone here. Thank you all so much for being here. On time, listen, I want people to take this, especially us. Y'all know what I mean by us, peace and prosperity, Zariah, because we need the sun. I'm fortunate right now. I'm going to just put this up against my truck real quick. We're fortunate right now here in Michigan to have some sunlight. So thankfully, you do? That's good, Zariah. Oh, man, I love them. Listen, I love them. My daughter loves them. I give them to my 6-year-old. I'm talking about I'm making sure that we are all equipped this whole winter. I promise you. But I'm fortunate right now here in Michigan that we got some sunlight on this October day. In about an hour and a half, it's gonna be dark. It's gonna be like the government just gonna shut the lights off. Message. But saying serious, right? Right now, I am able to absorb the sunlight in my palm. Thankfully, we have some. But realistically, the sun is going away. The sun is going away, and we are going to have a lot of dark days this winter. This is how we battle that darkness. This is how we battle that winter depression by putting that life back in us, by literally putting that sunshine back in our bodies. It sold 530,000 copies of this same exact bag for a reason, because this is something that all of us need in our bodies. All of us. And I promise y'all, they taste really, really good. Like my daughter, she thinks they're candies. She thinks they're candies. Fortunately, there's no quote unquote overdosing on this. You know what I'm saying? So I can give her plenty of them. But this is something we all need in our body. We all need in our inventory for the winter, especially. Excuse me, y'all. My apologies, everyone. Hey, Trish, I see you. Peace and prosperity to you. All right, let me get back to our actual topic after that commercial break. So I was just so immensely proud of her and her healing story. Lagata M. Dobam, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for being here. I was so immensely proud of her that without even thinking, just rushing, just on energy alone, I just hopped out the truck, didn't have my keys on my neck, didn't have my keys on my belt, hopped out the truck, automatically a muscle memory locking the door, because I always lock the door when I get out my truck. It is what it is. And I locked myself out the truck. I locked myself out the truck. I was so excited and in such a rush to come and tell y'all about how proud I was of this moment, to spread this positive, loving energy of this healing success story. Because that's what this is. We hear stories about healing all the time, and they're not always healing success stories. We hear about the aftershock, the afterglow. Oh, this bad thing happened, and this is how we learn from it, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not throwing shade to anybody who tells stories like that here on TikTok or anywhere else. That's not what I'm here to do. Thank y'all so much for 9,000 likes, by the way. Let's get to 15,000 likes if we can. Let's get to 15,000 likes if we can. Cool Books, I appreciate you, brother. There's nothing wrong with telling that negative story and explaining how it can be turned into a positive. There's nothing wrong with that. But we need to talk about the stories where that doesn't even happen, where the protagonist, the hero of this story, yeah, exactly, Phoenix. I was so proud of her, Phoenix. Hey, Diva, I see you. Peace and prosperity to you. Phoenix, I'm talking about it lit my soul up to hear this. Lit my soul up. I was so proud of her. The world stopped because I'm like, this is a positive, loving, healing story that we all need to hear and talk about. We all need to be able to express joy and gratitude for a healing reminder like that, because all of us are going to go through that. All of us are going to come in contact with somebody who triggers us, and before we even have a reason or understanding as to why, what trauma they remind us of, what childhood person they remind us of, what cousin, uncle, whatever that they remind us of. We all deserve the grace and opportunity to not only figure it out, but to be able to work through it. To be able to work through it. That light bulb moment is difficult. It's very difficult because we're happening in real time. And every once in a while, we don't get the chance to slow down and assess the situation. Hey, Miss Virgo, peace and prosperity to you. Miss Unbothered, we see you. Thank you so much for coming in. We don't always get the opportunity to take a moment and assess the situation and process it, and then allow ourselves a healing moment to recognize what's going on. It's difficult. It's difficult for the best of us, no matter how far along in your healing journey is, to recognize a trigger in real time, in a real situation, process it in a loving, positive way where you're not attacking the other person, you're not triggered and sending strays their way, you're not attacking yourself or beating yourself up about it. You're just peacefully navigating through it like, okay, I see what's going on here. I'm allowed to feel this way, but let me be responsible. Let me be spiritually responsible and say to myself, don't attack this person. Don't attack myself. This is how I feel because of this situation. I'm safe right now. Hey, Haitian, peace and prosperity to you. I'm safe right now. This is not a problem unless I make it a problem. Say that part with me. This is not a problem unless I make it a problem. This is not a problem unless I make it a problem. That's the important part. She took control. She didn't give up her control to the situation. She didn't give up her control to the other person. She didn't give up her control to the past. Think about that. This is not a problem unless I make it a problem. She did not give up her freedom and free will of choice to anybody or anything. She had the power and she used it to heal right through that moment, bringing all type of love and success her way. And I was so proud and such a rush to come and tell y'all about this celebration, beautiful moment. I hopped right out the truck and locked myself out, reminding myself the guided messages that I've been receiving all week long and process with the moon and process with Pluto and all the different cosmic processes that's happening right now, that no matter good or bad, whatever decisions we're making, take a second and process it before we take a leap forward. Now, fortunately for me, the universe had my back today, so I didn't have to spend that $250 to get back into my truck. Hey, Ben Lazy, peace and prosperity to you. I thank you so much for coming in. Fortunately for me, the universe had my back today, so I didn't have to spend that $250 to get back in my truck, because that would have hurt. I mean, I ain't trying to brag, but it would have hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to spend it. Why? Why? Hey, Jay, good to see you, brother. Peace and prosperity to you. Fortunately, the universe had my back. I didn't have to spend that $250 to get in my truck. But I have to keep reminding myself, and I'm using that as part of the message today as well for others, good or bad, happy or sad, take a moment and process your steps before you take them. Take a moment just to breathe for a second, even if it's just a deep breath before you take that action, before you take that step. No matter how well planned out you got everything, no matter how beautiful the situation is, no matter how beautiful the sun rays and the sunshine is coming in, allow yourself the moment to process it before you take action on anything, especially right now. There is so much energy floating around this world right now. Good, bad, negative, positive, all that stuff. Forget that part of it. It's energy everywhere and everything right now, building up, flowing through us, flowing for us, helping us to manifest, helping us to build upon ourselves, upon our lives, upon our situations. Allow yourself the opportunity to assess that energy, to process that energy before taking a step forward. I've been doing it all week. I didn't do it today, and I locked myself out of the truck. Again, thankfully, the universe worked with me, which a part of that getting back to the course correction part of it, and we're going to finish with that aspect of it, right? When I realized I locked myself out the truck, I was actually talking to my friend who had inspired me this story today, and I told her, I said, I locked myself out the damn truck. First thing she said, first thing she says to me, she says, slow down. My old triggered ass, and because I was already upset a little bit, which I'm human, I deserve that grace at the moment, right? Because in my mind, initially, I'm like, oh, this is $250 out the drain. Hey, travel queen, peace and prosperity to you. Oh, it's $250 out the drain to get back inside my truck right now, right? That's the first thing that come to my mind. Hey, hot sauce, peace and prosperity to you. First thing that come in my mind, it's going to cost me $250 to get back inside this truck right now, right? Guided child oracle, we love you, peace and prosperity to you. First thing she says to me, slow down. Slow down. That's the universe reminding you to slow down. I'm like, oh shit, you're right. So before I made any move, any adjustment, while I still was in the midst of the trauma, because again, I'm still locked out the truck at this very moment, right? For all those who missed it, I got locked out my truck earlier. Police came and opened the truck for me for free. I really appreciate y'all for that. Hey, Unique, I see you. Peace and prosperity to you. And it was all because I was really excited to get online to share this story. And I hopped out the truck without my keys in a rush to come tell y'all this exciting story. Moving too fast. I'm just catching everybody up for those who just coming in, right? And the same person who inspired me with the beautiful healing story today reminded me, slow down, slow down. So before I just rush to call a tow truck company or rush to call my work business to come and pay to get me back in my truck, I just took a moment and I just breathed. I just took a moment and I slowed down. I didn't care about anything else for a moment, just peacefully calm down and allow myself to think. Allow myself to look around at my resources. Allow myself to be grateful, right? Because now that I've calmed down, I'm very grateful to realize that I had my wallet in my pocket. I'm very grateful to realize I had my phone in my hand. So now I got access to my money. I got access to capital. I got access to call for help, whatever that help might be. It could have been a lot worse if I had locked my phone in the truck too. If I had locked my wallet in the truck too. That would have limited my options. But now I'm in a situation of gratitude despite the crazy circumstance and allowing myself to be at peace to make a better decision. A better decision, in turn, obviously, was instead of paying $250 to get back in my truck, I just went ahead and called the police and they came and got me back in. The reason why is because the window was cracked. Again, I was able to take a moment and assess the situation. Instead of just rushing to a decision, I looked around and I said, okay, my window is just cracked. I'm going to see if I can show y'all. I'm like, okay, bet my window is just cracked enough. All I need to do is just fit right into that crack of the window. Hey, D, I see you. Peace and prosperity to you. All I need to do is just fit right into that crack of that window and I can open the door. Now, I can't do it. So let me get somebody's help to do it, right? I had to adjust my ego. I had to course correct. Thank you all so much for the likes. I appreciate y'all. I had to course correct, adjust my ego, calm down, assess the situation, and we got to a resolution that was best for us. Hey, Bag, I see you. Peace and prosperity to you, Bag. I've got to a resolution that was best for me, and I got to share that love and positive energy with y'all. At the same time, peace and prosperity to you, Bag. So proud of you, Bag. I'm on day 30. I'm on day 30, no tobacco. And day, what, 6, no projects. Day 6, no projects. Day 6, no projects. We doing it, Bag. We doing it. Just the same way we're manifesting by releasing that negativity out of our bodies. That's a whole nother topic. I could talk about that all day. I'm so proud of you, Bag. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of us. Hey, Lady Walker, peace and prosperity to you. Shout out to my friend Bag. If you're not following her, this A League boss lady here, make sure you follow her, especially if you want positive, loving content. If you want to see some positive, loving energy on this app, definitely follow her. I'm so proud of you, Bag. I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. I just I was just talking about, just to kind of recap for everybody who missed it. I locked myself out of the truck. I locked myself out, rushing, moving too fast, and it was for a positive reason. I was in a rush for something happy and beautiful, right? But I still was in a rush. I still wasn't processing the energy correctly because I was rushing to do something. We don't have to rush. We can be at peace for anything we're accomplishing. We can be at peace for positive or negative things. We can allow ourselves a moment to process before we just take a step forward. We can allow ourselves a moment to process it. Nope, nope. Because as I was mentioning toward the end of this story today, instead of being anxious, angry, let me not lie, because I don't want to lie. I was anxious and angry at first, right? I had a good 2-3 minutes of let's keep it real. I'm human, right? I'm human. I had a good 2 or 3 minutes of like, no. And then the same friend who inspired me to come online today in the first place, she said to me, slow down. Hey, Quet. I hope I say that correctly. I feel like I'm not, but I love your content, Quet. Peace and prosperity to you. She said to me, she said, slow down. Slow down. And then I took a moment. I got myself back centered. I got myself back in a moment of gratitude. And I was able to process all the resources I had available to me. I realized I had my phone. I had my wallet. I had access to my capital. I had access to reach out for help. I looked around at the truck. I realized the window is cracked. The window is cracked. I was able to take a moment and process the situation. So instead of spending $250, because they always double charge us tow truck drivers for lockouts. Last time I did a lockout, I paid $250 to get back into my truck. Instead of paying that $250, I did something that I wouldn't normally do because I let myself process the situation calmly, and I called the police. Police was able to come, reach right into that crack of that window with one of their little Jimmy tools, open the door for me. Free. Free 99. Free 99. Free 99. So now for me. Free. Free 99. Free 99 to not completely rushing the situation. Thanks to us allowing ourselves to course correct. Because life is about course correct. Sometimes things change and we got to make adjustments. We got to go with the flow. We got to allow ourselves the opportunity to flow with the energy around us. Don't rush into a decision, then you realize it's a bad decision, and then rush into the next decision. That makes no sense at all. But we all do it. We're all human. It's my job to help us remind ourselves. It's my job as a vessel of love to be an example. It's not about being a positive or negative example. It's just being an example of how we can allow ourselves the opportunity for success by being peaceful, peace and prosperity in the good, in the bad, and whatever we're doing. Because again, I was inspired with maybe hop out the truck real fast and just slam the door in excitement without realizing I didn't have the keys was for a good reason. I was coming online to share some loving, positive energy with everyone. I was so excited to come online and share this loving, positive energy with everyone. I just locked myself out the truck. I'm human. But we slowed down. We processed. We recognized what we had. We were able to sit in gratitude, use that energy in a positive way, and get to a positive resolution. And that's exactly what we did. I'm going to close out, but before I do, I just want to show y'all our sponsor one more time because sponsoring our live today is this amazing product. Because again, the sunlight is going away. We got a lot of lovely sunlight today here in Michigan. We love you, Bag. I'm so proud of you. Hey, Tiffany, thank you so much. We got a lot of love and sunlight today, but in about an hour, they're going to turn the lights off. It's going to be dark, dark, dark in about another hour, hour and a half. Us melanated people especially need vitamin D. We need the sunlight. Buy this to help balance that out. Buy this to help with that winter depression. Buy this to help with your immune system. And they taste delicious, y'all. They taste delicious. I take them. I give them to my daughter. My daughter thinks they think they're candy. She thinks they're candy because they taste so good. All right. So shout out to Micro Ingredients. They've already sold 500,000 of these. They sell a lot of products for a reason because they are offering some of the best products you can find at some of the cheapest prices you can find. Free shipping with this one today. Get yours today. So shout out to Micro Ingredients for sponsoring this live today. And we're going to go ahead and close out. I was supposed to do our Wednesday panel tonight. I'm not going to be able to do it tonight. I'll be able to explain more in detail why later. Excuse me, y'all. Hey, Chandra, peace and prosperity to you. So y'all will not see me again tonight. This is my only live today. I will be back on tomorrow. I'll probably do 2 lives tomorrow, probably one early in the morning and then another one in the evening or midday. So I will definitely see y'all tomorrow, but this is my only live today. I love y'all. I appreciate everybody come through. Everybody, thank you so much for 11,000 likes. Thank you all so much for all your support. I hope that this loving message found you well and allow for you to take your time and appreciate. Allow for you to heal through the process. Allow for you to take a moment of grace when something triggers you and let yourself process it in a loving, peaceful way. That's all I want for y'all. I love you all. Peace and prosperity.